Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow HBICs. How are you? Whatever time of day you're watching this video, hello. Another thing that is holding back your manifestation. Because there's been some of you who are telling me, I've been affirming, I affirm every day, I've been keeping on my mental diet, I've been perfect at it, nothing's coming. And no, I'm not dwelling in it not coming, but I'm just telling you it's not coming so I can talk to you, which I get. Like I said, that one video of me calling you out for constantly thinking about where that manifestation is, that's not for everybody. It's an innocent question's an innocent question. So that's when it dawned on me, oh my God, Kim, why have you never talked about this? Because it was a problem for you at one time. So here it is. When I first started coming to the law of assumption, I was affirming, and I didn't see any movement. I couldn't understand why. I was doing what I thought everything was perfect. But guess what I was also doing? Because I thought I was fighting off my negative thoughts too. But I was not fighting them all off. There were still old stories I was telling in my situation. And I'll be honest with you, my old stories were long-term relationships just are not for me. They never work out. No, it's not meant for me. Let me give you a little background. This is why I don't dabble with psychics and things like that. I will tell you, I gave myself a shit story in my early 20s that had stayed with me for 20 plus years. And I didn't even realize I was still hung up on that until I sat down and was trying to figure out what's the problem. What am I doing wrong still when I think I'm doing everything right to get my manifestation? And my story is, when I was in my young 20s, I was raised Catholic. And like I said, there's no judgments on this channel. What everyone believes is their business. But I was raised Catholic, so I still had a lot of Catholic thoughts in my mind, right? And I was beginning to question things. And so I was dabbling in all other areas, looking out for whatever was going to resonate with me. God, how I wish the law of assumption had shown up in my life back then, because I could have used that for the last 20 years. But regardless, it didn't. But what did was like numerology, things like that. And I purchased the numerology book, and you figure out what your name number is. And when I looked it up and I looked into my future love predictions, it was I would have like this horrible history of constant hurts and short-term relationships. And let me tell you, that absolutely mentally destroyed me. And I carried that for over 20 years with me. And I brought that with me to every relationship I had from that moment on. And guess what? Because it became an assumption in my life, that is what I manifested the entire time. And it was the law of assumption that made me think, wait a minute, I still think that's got to go. That's not true. That's bullshit. I am worthy and I can have long-term relationships. Fuck that bullshit thought. Fuck that. And thankfully, I ditched that story by my new affirmations, the new thoughts I was giving myself. So, if you are someone prior to the law of assumption had created stories with yourself that no one ever likes you, no one picks you first, you don't deserve a long-term relationship, it's never going to happen for you, you're always the bridesmaid, never the bride, no woman is ever going to really want me because nice guys always finish last. Any of that bullshit. If you're still dragging that along with you, you need to get rid of that. You've got to get rid of that old story. The way to get rid of that old story is one, you could go back with revision, right? You could use revision and just say, like in my situation, that's not what I read. I read that I'm going to have wonderful relationships the rest of my life. That's what I read. That love is always going to work out for me. I'm going to have whatever I want. So you could revise, or just affirming affirmations that say this to that limiting belief. We're going to change the thoughts in your head, right? We're going to beat that out of your life. Don't put limitations on yourself. I wish I could go back to 20 years ago, Kim, and just slap the shit right out of her and prevent her from purchasing that stupid ass numerology book. I really, really do. Really, 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 really do. I no longer read horoscopes. I don't do any of that kind of shit because I don't want anybody else's bullshit imprinting on my brain. Because now that I know how much each individual little passing fleeting thought can have an effect on what I'm trying to manifest, I don't play. I am very protective of what goes into my brain, what I allow in. And you need to be too. So if you're carrying an old story that you're not worthy, you're not good enough, you don't deserve what you're trying to manifest. And I know I constantly talk about specific persons because, let's say, out of 500 emails, I've been asked 3 times about money or something separate. All the rest is about specific persons, so I tend to just to stay there. But all of my videos apply to anything you're trying to manifest. So if you're telling someone, I've been broke my whole life, my parents were broke, now I'm going to be broke, that's just how life is, I'm not meant to have a lot of money. If you're still saying that and in your background, but trying to affirm that you're making $1,000 a day and your business is booming and everything's working out for you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, these two are going to boop each other, right? Because they're both the thoughts you're trying to put in. You're trying to put the new thought in, right? But you still got that old story swimming around in here, dancing its ass off. That's what you're going to keep manifesting. Or, if nothing else, slow down the new good affirmation. So, we need to get all over that. You really need to think to yourself, what are my limiting beliefs? Take a moment for yourself. What is the story that you have been telling? Do you tell yourself you're worthy of manifesting whatever you want? You deserve? You deserve to be rich. You deserve to have $1 million. You deserve to live life comfortably, not stressing over money. Do you deserve that? Yeah, you fucking do. You do. So stop telling yourself that always gonna be broke. That's my life, my family. We're always broke. It's gonna still be broke. That's just how life works out for me. No, it don't. But if you keep telling that old story, that is what's going to manifest because you are in charge of your reality. Your thoughts create. We got to ditch that story. We got to get on that now. If you need help figuring out what story you're telling, feel free to email me. Feel free to email me. Leave me a comment. We can work this out. We'll figure it out. I'll help you with your affirmations so we can beat that stupid ass story out of your mind. You deserve whatever you desire. When you get a desire, do you know that is like the universe? It's what's confirming to you you're allowed to have that. You can have that. You don't desire for the fact of desire. You desire because you're meant and allowed to have that. So if you desire to make $1,000 a day, you can have that. If you desire a specific person, you can have him or her. You're meant to have whatever you damn well please. You're the head bitch in charge of your reality. So start telling your reality what you want it to show up with. Start giving some instructions to your reality. Get on your thoughts. Get on your affirmations. Let's manifest everything you desire because you can and you deserve it. You are worthy. Period. But I'm going to let you go now. We'll stop talking. I hope you have a fabulous day. I hope you're on your damn affirmations, sticking to a good, positive mental diet, getting rid of yucky old stories, and come back and see me. I upload several times a week. Feel free to leave a comment, give me a like, and I would love for you to subscribe. Feel free to email me. Leave me questions in the comments. Give me video ideas. Whatever you want to do, please do it. Because I do listen to you. Okay. Love y'all. See you soon.